It's Thursday, June the 1st. And I have to say, I don't recall a faster 6 months.
Unbelievable.
It just flown by.
You know what happened on Memorial Day besides Memorial Day?
Besides rain?
You had rain?
What else?
The pool opened.
Yes.
And two grandsons jumped in the water and they came out with blue lips. But they had a good time.
They had a good time.
They had a good
Because
time.
if they come out with blue lips, they had a
Better them than me. But you remember as a child, the pool opening in summer underway.
It was just like the kickoff of summer. It was heaven.
Well, the debt ceiling issue has been kicked. Hopefully one more kick today, tomorrow.
I think it's tomorrow.
Is it tomorrow the vote?
I think it's Senate.
The Senate, and they'll kick that can down the road. And isn't it amazing? You could just make so many. It would be great 11, 12 o'clock comedy routines, Saturday Night Live. But isn't it great that Janet Yellen said it was an absolute deadline, June the 1st.
Correct.
And then this morning they got till June the 5th to get it done.
Yes, that was definitely a political posturing for sure. This whole thing is political theater, and it went just as we anticipated. Both sides claim they got what they wanted. That it was bipartisan. The one thing that I always get a chuckle out of is that the legislation is neither good nor bad, but that it's equally hated when everybody is mad about it.
Right. So that might mean that it was a good piece of legislation.
There's no such thing as a good piece of legislation,
but
that's an oxymoron.
It ended up being all right. We are still in the pause mode. You quoted a short-term treasury this morning.
542, I think, in a 3-month Treasury bill.
Right. The seesaw is going back and forth, up and down on whether here in June there's going to be an increase. Two Fed officials came out this week and encouraged a pause for them to have more time to study economic data. However, both of them said this: even though it would be a pause, we're still going to vote to increase the Fed funds rate. I think we said last week, Jamie Dimon came out in a report that he thought it would ultimately get to 7%. And if that occurred, I was in a meeting yesterday, and all at the table agreed that if that was where it was going, then the economy really was going to slow down.
What do you think that would do to mortgage rates? That would push mortgage rates into the 8.5% to 9% range if they went that high. So a lot of ramifications that would come from that for sure.
Talk about mortgage rates. The 30-year fixed rate this week has hit almost 7%, 6.9%. You and I talked on the radio show. There is enough economic data points. If a recession is coming and it's based on pure economic data points, there's enough on each side to say, yes, a recession, no, a recession. And so we're caught with this continued seesaw.
And I'm a numbers guy, and a historical numbers guy. And since 1929, there have been 15 recessions. None, zero, nada, have occurred in the third year of a presidency. And Biden is in his third year. So if you just follow those trends, you would think that the recession, which we certainly believe is coming, and we believe we're already in it, it would be in the fourth year, because there have been 5 of the 15 have occurred in the fourth year of a presidency.
Jess this morning ran for us a report indicating and showing a very large amount of Treasury bills maturing today.
11 million matures today or in the next couple of days.
We are in all likelihood going to continue to hit the pause button and take advantage of the S-Gov, which is an ETF that gives us Treasury bill protection, Treasury bill yields, but liquidity. And we probably will buy part of it into a 3-year, into the 3 month into the 5.4% as of right now, that where it is. But we're going to be meeting about that, and we'll communicate that with you. So we're going into June. Money's at the end of June. We have another big period that comes on the 22nd, on or around that period of time. I've been seeing maturity dates. So we'll have things happening this summer. We're beginning to get ready of talking about where to go, but we're still hitting the pause button because we think that's prudent and we think it's the right thing to do.
And we think it is your money.
And your money matters. We'll see you next week.